In a time long past, in the misty hills of Scotland, there was a small village nestled at the edge of a vast, enchanted forest. This forest was a place of mystery, where the veil between the human world and the realm of the Fae was thin. Few dared to venture too deep into its ancient woods, for it was said that those who did might never return. In this village lived a young woman named Tam Lin. She was known far and wide for her beauty, but it was her spirit that truly set her apart. Tam Lin was fierce, independent, and unafraid of the unknown. She had a heart full of curiosity and a mind that yearned for adventure. One crisp autumn day, as the leaves turned golden and the air grew cool, Tam Lin decided to explore the forest. The villagers warned her of the dangers, whispering tales of those who had been taken by the Fae, but Tam Lin paid them no mind. With a confident smile, she wrapped herself in a cloak and set off into the woods. The forest was unlike anything Tam Lin had ever seen. The trees towered above her, their branches entwined like the fingers of ancient giants. A strange, otherworldly light filtered through the canopy, casting shifting patterns on the forest floor. As she wandered deeper, she felt a strange pull, as if the forest itself was guiding her. After hours of walking, Tam Lin came upon a clearing. At its center stood an ancient well, covered in moss and surrounded by wildflowers. Drawn to its beauty, she approached, but as she did, a figure emerged from the shadows. He was tall and striking, with a noble bearing and eyes that gleamed like silver in the twilight. His hair was the color of ravens' wings, and his voice was as smooth as the wind through the trees. "I am Tam Lin," he said, his voice echoing with a hint of sorrow. "And you should not have come here." Tam Lin, the woman, was taken aback, not only by the stranger's sudden appearance but by his name. "I am also called Tam Lin," she replied, her voice strong despite the unease she felt. "And I go where I please." The man smiled, a sad, wistful smile. "Then you must leave this place, for it is not safe for those who dwell in the mortal world." But Tam Lin, ever curious and unyielding, refused. She demanded to know who he was and why he seemed so sorrowful. Slowly, the man revealed his tale. He had once been a mortal like her, but had been captured by the Queen of the Fairies many years ago. Every 7 years, the Fae must pay a tithe to the forces of the underworld, and Tam Lin feared that he was to be the next offering. Moved by his plight, Tam Lin vowed to save him. She asked how she could help, and he told her of the one night when she could break the Fae's hold on him, the night of Samhain, when the boundary between the worlds was at its weakest. "You must wait for me at the crossroads as the Fae procession passes by," he instructed. "When I ride by, pull me from my horse no matter what happens. They will try to scare you, but you must hold on." On the night of Samhain, Tam Lin did as she was told. She waited at the crossroads, hidden among the shadows, until she heard the distant sound of hooves. The Fae procession appeared, a haunting parade of ethereal beings, their eyes glowing with otherworldly light. Among them, she saw Tam Lin, riding a coal-black steed. With all her strength, she leaped out and grabbed him, pulling him from the horse. The Fae screamed in fury, and as she held on to him, Tam Lin felt his form change in her arms. First, he became a writhing serpent, then a roaring lion, then a burning brand of iron. But Tam Lin did not let go, her determination as fierce as the flames that licked at her skin. Finally, he became a man again, weak and trembling in her arms. The Fae, defeated, retreated into the night, their cries of anger fading into the distance. The Queen of the Fairies appeared, her beauty terrible to behold, but she could do nothing. Tam Lin was free. With the first light of dawn, the 2 Tam Lins emerged from the forest. The villagers, who had feared they would never return, welcomed them with awe and relief. And from that day on, the legend of Tam Lin was told throughout the land, a tale of love, courage, and the unbreakable bond between 2 souls who dared to defy the forces of magic and fate. Tam Lin and Tam Lin lived their days in peace, their story woven into the fabric of the land, a reminder that even in the face of the greatest dangers, love and courage could conquer all.